gotta stay cool. Baby says it's gonna be alright. We'll leave behind the heat of the day into a slow burn into the night. Wind blowing hard down through the valley, holler like a lonesome cry. Lightning flash, thunder roar, rain pouring from the midnight sky. Sun's coming up, it's a cool, cool morning. Rain showers coming my way. Rivers rising, temperature falling. It's the start of a beautiful day. I'm gonna keep cool. Baby says she'll hold me tight. We'll leave behind the heat of the day and do a slow burn into the night.
Alright, gonna be kicking off our hardcore summon Necro today. Want to talk a bit about like the build, where we're gonna be going with this. I know I ran through with the Amazon before. Got a couple things here actually from the Amazon. As you see, like shared stash is pretty much full. So I've been kind of distributing it to other characters. Hopefully we don't die and just lose these. But at higher levels, we've got a choice of this stuff, and as we get more Necromancer gear, we'll be passing that along. And then just a little charm that was sitting in there, not going to do too much for us. But build-wise, it's actually an interesting build. So some people might be familiar with this, but if you're not, this could actually be pretty useful. So as a summon Necro, you got the summoning tab. Seems pretty obvious we'd be going for these things. But what we're really going to be hammering, especially at low levels, is Raise Skeleton, Skeleton Mastery, Clay Golem. We're not going to be progressing up these levels of golems, which might seem weird. But generally speaking, you're not going to get a lot of damage from these golems. Fire Golem, there's kind of an argument to be made that versus the Clay Golem. But these two here, like, you're going to have to create the Iron Golem with items, which is kind of a pain in the ass. It doesn't do that much more damage, but the Thorns is kind of nice. Blood Golem can be a bit of a liability in hardcore, because you kind of have this like shared back and forth health pool. Like if it takes damage, you take damage, but it's also stealing life for you. And Clay Golem has the slow, which is actually quite useful. Another thing to note, Skeletal Mages we're not going to be using at all. Unfortunately, they're just not good. They look super cool, and if you play the class, you play this kind of build, you might want to go for them. I always wanted to when I was younger, but they're just not worth it. At very high levels, we will be getting this revive, but early on it's really just going to be skeletons with the Clay Golem, and probably not even much invested in the Clay Golem. I think probably like a 1 of Golem Mastery, 1 of Summon Resist, but we'll see exactly how that goes. Now on top of that, we're going to be supplementing it with Curses. biggest one being amplified damage, right? It's going to double the damage that anything takes, so your minions are going to run about killing stuff. You drop this curse on enemies' heads, it makes them take twice as much damage, while you just stand back and kind of watch the carnage. But for bosses, we're going to be using Iron Maiden. So things with most bosses, there's not going to be bodies around for you to re-summon skeletons that die. They also usually die fairly quick. Your golem is going to die fairly quick. But what you can do is cast Iron Maiden on the boss and continuously summon a clay golem again and again. And the bosses are just going to slowly kill themselves doing that. You yourself are not going to be able to deal that much damage. You're relying on your summons. So if they're not going to stay alive for very long, this is kind of your best bet. But also while we're standing back and kind of letting our minions do stuff, we're going to be working with Corpse Explosion. So Corpse Explosion is insane. It's like the best skill in the entire game. You're dealing damage to everything nearby based off of the life of the enemy that you're exploding, the dead enemy that you're exploding, which means in Nightmare and Hell, this skill scales like crazy. It's just good at every level, and as you level it up more, you're not even getting more damage, you're just getting a larger radius. So lots and lots of stuff that we're going to be going through here. I don't really have like a defined path of what to do. I think we're just going to start kind of on the summon page, probably get a 1 of Corpse Explosion, 1 of Amp Damage, and then just build up our skeletons from there. But yeah, mostly just kind of winging it, because at low levels it's not even that difficult to get through the game or anything like that. I don't think it's super important. And then at high levels, and this is why I just wanted to do this so bad, is the remastered skeletons are just so cool. Like this build it's going to be a slow build. It doesn't really progress through the game very fast. Though it is safe as a hardcore build, because again, you're just kind of standing back, letting your minions do stuff. But yeah, I don't expect we're going to get through anywhere near as fast as we did with our Amazon. Got a Golden Black Knight today. Nice. Golden Black Knight actually looks very good. Is the Den of Evil going to be along here or not? Normally it's on the path, but then it like splits off. Oh, weird. Okay. Well, I guess we just missed it entirely. Maybe it is still back there. Probably going to be quicker just to go from here. Really don't know if I should buy Diablo 2, 3, or wait for 4. I would not buy 3. Diablo 2 still has some really clunky mechanics. It does. I mean, there's just things about it that are a little strange, a little wonky or whatever. But I don't know. To me, it's a much better game than number 3. And still in the ARPG genre, I still think it's the best game. Even though it's got, you know, some quirks and flaws, things like that. The other thing, too, is there's a lot of mods that you can play to kind of, you know, circumvent the kookiness. Yeah, Diablo 2 does have better graphics than 3. I actually think the remastered graphics look quite good. Like, I really like the style they went with. They did a good job kind of going back to the dark theme of everything. Because I know Diablo 3 was always, like, memed on for being more like, right? Didn't they have like the secret unicorn level and stuff? And I don't know. It was just not my style. Diablo 3 graphics were better in my memory. They're bad. I recently went back and played it, and I was like, holy shit! I forgot how bad this game looked. Is it almost 10 years old? I guess. Oh hey, they fixed the glitch. It used to be a thing because you're getting the raised skeleton from your wand. That when you leveled up, it kind of like reset and your skeleton would die. Looks like they actually fixed that for the remaster. Oh, though maybe it's only because we have the skill shrine. I don't know. Sure, let's just do this for now. I don't know if it's better if 2 of these would go amp damage, but yeah, that's the only problem with Diablo 4 is I'm just not holding my breath for any kind of upcoming release. Like, it could still be 2 years away or something crazy like that. I think they're all dead. And I'm not even sure if the game is going to be any good. I lost a lot of faith in Blizzard recently. Although they did do a really good job with this, but this is also, like, this was farmed out to another company, right? This is Vicarious Visions that actually, you know, made the game and I think did all the tough stuff, so. And that being said, I think they were the company that did the Warcraft 3 remake, which was apparently like absolutely atrocious, but I never tried it. 2 socket quilted armor, always nice. Sure, we'll get a 3rd. Pretty cool to have 3. Diablo 2 has good mods to fix stuff. Yes, they do. Though again, I just don't know of the exact support with the remaster right now. But yeah, they like Path of Diablo and what's the other one? It's like PD2 Project Diablo 2. I think those are the 2 big ones. They have like a bunch of quality of life improvements. They like redid a bunch of skills, things like that. But let's see, things that annoy you most. No free respec. So yeah, Pluggy fixes the free respec. Charm stamina, tiny inventory. Running back to your corpse to get your items back. So I think just Pluggy on its own fixes all of that. So Pluggy gives you like a charm inventory. So it basically doubles the size of your inventory, and the bottom half is like dedicated to charms. You can put other items in there, but your charms will only be active if they're there, so they're not like competing with the space of your regular items. They increase your stamina. Yeah, you get free respecs on attributes and skills, and they're running back your corpse. If you want, like, even just in the regular game. Alright, maybe we'll actually go for amp damage here. Even in the regular game, you can just save and exit, restart the game, and your corpse will spawn in town. Which isn't ideal if you've got stuff going on, but yeah. You played Warcraft 3 Refunded a bit. It was not a fun experience. I saw some like videos on it. That's what I was going to check. Do I have my hotkey set up? No. Do I have to do them separate for every character? Let me try to think here. D should be fine, right? F should be fine. We'll go with those for now. Oh, God damn it. I always hate these things that require, override the custom. Like, I don't understand what the save custom and apply is, but anyway. Z next. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I do highly recommend if you're frustrated with any of the quality of life things, just check out some of the mods, because what you feel is basically what everyone else feels, and so yeah, they did a lot of work to fix those things. With Warcraft 3, you could really feel how the money leechers at Activision got really mad about not wanting money out of the mods. Oh, yeah, that's lame. Yeah, these skeletons are still really terrible. Yeah, and this is why this is such a slow build, but that's okay. I mean, I don't mind taking my time with this run. I actually think it'll be fun to do it. Dota's earning millions now. Blizzard gets nothing. Right. So in the Warcraft 3 remake, they make you sign something that gives Blizzard's alright to mods. Oh, you know what? I think I did hear something about that. Which is kind of crazy, but yeah, I really don't like that. Grinding? Are you grinding Hearthstone, or are you talking about the Necro grind? JM. Because this is a grind. We actually want to level up a bit before we go to the next area. Thank you. Let's see. What are we? We're 4 now. I guess I'll just get one of those. So I think that's gonna give, yeah, a couple more points of damage is gonna help. The Necro grind, yeah, it is a grind. But I think everybody likes the summon builds just because they're cool. In like every game, people like summoners. I'm the same. They're just, I don't know, neat. Some money for that. Alright, we could probably just run to the Stony Field at level 4. The mods fix stuff work in Resurrected as well. So that's what I'm not sure of is how compatible everything is. Like Pluggy also gives you like a bigger stash or like infinite stash. I think there's a lot of customizable things you can choose whether you want this or that. And this might be the burial grounds actually. Yeah. I haven't looked into it. I haven't looked into whether it works or not. I just wanted to go with the vanilla game for now. But I'm like 99% sure that if it doesn't work right now, they're gonna make it work pretty soon in the future. Just the way that like you can bring old characters over into Resurrected, and like anything that's done offline, it's so primitive. It's like text files that you're changing, and you can just like drag and drop characters, little things like that. So I'm pretty certain that if they've got to just work around the few things that they added in Resurrected, it's not going to take all that long to reconfigure whatever text files they have to for getting stash sizes and charm inventories and stuff like that to work. But I assume there's going to be some jankiness with it, you know, like on launch, because it's not the exact same game, it's just very similar. Wow. Oh wow, we don't even have anything to summon off of. Well, yeah, I could use teeth here, but we don't want to do that. God, this is so bad. Okay, forget it. We're leaving them. I'm really happy about building a two-handed sword paladin. Oh, I actually found 2 of, here, I gotta go back to 10 anyway, I'll show you. The sword that I was talking about. Because I think I've got one sitting here. Oh, maybe I just didn't. It might be over in my paladin. Or do I have two? No, those are different. Oh, it's probably in my personal stash. Yeah. That's probably why. 2-handed paladin with fanaticism and lifesteal. Yeah, fanaticism is very good at high levels. Here, let's see. Oh, we can get 900 for that. Let's just do that. Okay, just sell that. Don't even care. That's terrible. Let's get some of these. Even though we're not even running around that much. Okay, let's do that. Even found a cool build on creating. Yeah, that's one nice thing about this game. I guess we don't have to do that. Is it because it's been out for so long, there's like a million bajillion guides, and like people have pretty much tried every possible combination of everything. So yeah, not surprised that someone has made that, even if it's like an uncommon thing to go for. Let's get my hotkeys jumbled here. Oh, the build's from 2020. I guess with the announcement of Resurrected. Actually, was it announced in 2020? I'm not sure. But I know some people went pretty hard on guides and stuff like that. Anything good? Ooh, life. We like life. It's extremely hard to find non-meta builds. Really? I feel like I find non-meta builds like everywhere. But I think a lot of them are really intuitive too, you know, like just the way the skill trees are done. If you're like, oh, I want to make a non-meta, right, like poison dagger build, that would be the craziest thing ever. You just like, it's pretty obvious because the synergies are like right there. I guess it's more about like which items to use kind of deal. If you look for builds, you just find 100 videos of the same old copy-paste meta build. Well, that's also true, I suppose. Wait, really? It's still only 3 skeletons at level 5? Strange. Oh, it is just so slow doing this compared to, I don't know, a normal character. I guess now we do some damage with that poison charm. I guess maybe we... I don't know, do we hold off on points or do we pump up skeleton mastery? I might as well do this, now that I think about it. Well, we've got the skill shrine, this will actually summon stronger skeletons for us. Paladin's got 50 videos for Hammerdin and 50 more for Tesladin. Yeah, I could believe that. I mean, Hammerdin is, like, by far, no debate, the best, best version of Paladin you're gonna find. Because, like I talked about before, it's, you know, if you have anything that's dealing magic damage over physical, anything that doesn't rely on attack rating, that's just like an auto hit, it is just immediately 10,000 times better than the alternative. Maybe I will hold off. We'll just get Corpse Explosion and Golem at the same time on 6. Guess while we're all like grindy, let's just find the waypoint. Oh no, we already have the waypoint for the Stony Field. Just feels like I've been here forever. I'm already forgetting. Ooh, that's actually a nasty group. Yeah, I'm excited to go back to the Hammerden just for the fact that they must have updated the graphics for the hammers themselves. Like, I don't know if you've seen the original D2 hammers, but holy shit, they look so terrible. Nice, we actually kill stuff now. Two-handed sword in the video is 672 max damage. Damn. Now the only thing, so is it? Because I didn't like click on the link or anything. Is it dependent on a rune word? Because if it's dependent on a rune word, you're probably gonna have to do something like a high level rune word. Probably gonna have to do something else in the meantime. Really? No. Don't know why we have bolt. Is that the thing? Yeah. So, like runes, you know, they'll do whatever in themselves. Like, say you've got one socket. Like I've got 2 sockets in this armor. If I put one rune in, it's gonna be like. Oh, hey, nice. Maybe nice. And it has no skills. Great. Yeah, it's going to have whatever effect. Kind of like a gem or whatever. But if you put certain ones in certain combinations, and it has to be into a gray item. It can't be like a blue item that has sockets. That often screws people up a lot. If you do that, it'll create like this super strong rune word effect. And yeah, highly sought after. But the problem is, some of those things are really easy to find. So like, you'll see I always go for stealth with my armor. You get like a Tal F early in the game. Lore is like another really popular one. Spirit, which they've made. Now you can get it not on ladder, you can actually get it on single player. All very common up to like the first 30 levels. Once you start getting into like Jaw and Burr and all these other like ridiculous ruins, they're like some of the hardest things in the game to find. So if you're not like on BattleNet, willing to trade and, you know, join that whole economy. Sorry, one sec. Yeah, there's a good chance that you'll just never ever find them. Like, there's people who've played this game for years and years and never found certain ruins. Like, that's how rare they are. So like Enigma, for example, you'll see like all these build guides and stuff. They're like, oh yeah, and then you just have an Enigma armor. And it's like, okay, but if you're gonna farm for those ruins yourself, that's gonna be like next to impossible. Oh, I didn't get teeth? God damn. My bad. What do we have free? D? Dang, Clay Golem looks pretty cool too. As compared to that chunky poop mess. It kinda looks like the Thing. So is easy to get? I don't know. I don't think so. I can't remember all the ruins offhand because they all sound the same. But I'm pretty sure that's at least a fairly high level one. I don't know, maybe it's still doable though. Oh my lord. Don't even have anything else dead. Well, we didn't get the scroll either. But it's also not a huge deal, because you can, like, you can just use other items and stuff like that in the meantime. It's just... I've found with a lot of those build guides, they're just very, like, presumptuous that you have every item in the game at your disposal. It's like, you know, yeah, of course I would use that armor or that weapon or whatever if I had it. Like, who wouldn't? Why do you need a build guide to tell me that that's to use the best item in the game type thing? So Resurrected is online rune trading as well. Yeah, there's just like the same trading that anyone would have. There's not like a built-in system for it, like an auction house or something like that. But people just create games and that kind of stuff for trading, and they ask for things or whatever. But yeah, you just gotta kind of work it out yourselves. Sometimes they're gonna want your kidney, but the thing to keep in mind is more the longer the ladder, or I guess because there is no ladder right now. I guess we'll find the waypoint here. But you know, the longer the ladder season or the online shit has been out, kind of thing, the more that prices are going to drop and become affordable. So if you want to go like really hard at the start of the season, it's going to be hard to get any kind of high level runes because, you know, nobody has them. But if you're doing it like a month in or something, then it's not really going to be much of a problem. But I never liked like trading for stuff online. You'll actually find, like, at least from my experiences, like, people are extremely generous. They'll just like come into your games and drop items because their stash is full, kind of thing. And you can get like stupidly good items if you don't mind. If you don't mind just taking them for free from people, because right, they're farming for particular items, or you know, just looking for upgrades in all their slots, and they figure I might as well just give them to newer players or lower level players or something. But yeah, then if you're gonna do offline play, it's just different. You gotta do it all yourself. But now that they added the shared stash, it's kind of a nice in between where, you know, your high level characters can farm for your low level characters if you want to do that. Oh, this is just so painfully slow. But there's something about just having like an army of skeletons that I've always loved. This is like my go-to build when I was younger, like character and build. The armor is 3 runes: Shale, and Thule. I think Shale, I don't know about Thule. I think is very hard to get. What is the armor called? I know the names of items better than I know the runes themselves. So I mentioned before, like, I never had the expansion growing up, so I had to learn all this stuff later. Lacquered plate. Oh, lacquered plate is like the that's like the base for the armor, right? But then like the rune word that makes will have like a different name. Oh, duress. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's like you gotta get pretty far into hell to get duress. I think that's a bit tough to get. I've never been able to get it. Like I just got smoke on my my Amazon, and to me that's like one of the higher level, like, reasonable pieces of armor you can get. It's also another weird thing with this game is, what would you call it? Like the end game, I guess, is sort of like whatever you want to make it out to be. I guess there's like Ubers. Ubers are kind of the end game, but yeah, it's just a lot of like farming and trying to get better gear and whatever. But it's not, you know, it doesn't have anything like Path of Exile where there's like maps that keep getting harder and harder or anything like that. So to me, the real value in the game isn't in like, oh, I want to, you know, this is all the equipment I'm gonna have after I beat the game, because like, who gives a shit? You like, there isn't an end game, so like, yeah, what does it matter trying to make the optimal build? It's more about the journey to get there. But I don't know, that's just me. I guess it's better for the long-term motivation to have some hard-to-get strong items. Yeah, and lots of, like, really difficult-to-get stuff, which I actually kind of dig. I like the idea of, oh, finally, corpse explosion. I like the idea of stuff that is extremely hard to get, so it can be cool. What else there to do once you finish Hell? Yeah, so that's it. There's Ubers. I guess I did do Ubers online before, but I've never done Ubers in solo play, which is basically you just summon this version of the act bosses that are like super strong. Here, we can make this cow explode and hurt us. Amazing. So you know, there's like an Uber Diablo and Uber Mephisto. That's a corpse explosion. So good. And yeah, you'll summon them actually here in Tristram. And after you do that, you get like a cool charm, basically. And yeah, that's it. That's the whole game. You think of the driving service? Yeah, not quite. No ride share type things. Uh-oh. Kill something over there.
I need mana.
God. Summons are just so bad. I'm not even gonna worry about that. Riding on Diablo's bike. Yeah, not sure exactly how many stars you'd be given Diablo ride share, but hey, beats taxis. Alright, guess we'll load up on these now. Oh right, I heard you could actually oh, I don't have enough money though. You can actually like hold down enter now and buy potions, which is kind of nice, expedient way to do things. Okay, I guess over here. But yeah, I think that's where, I mean, that's where I like playing hardcore. That's kind of the challenge is, you know, getting through hell more so than getting to an end game. And then that's also where I start to get into, yeah, some of the less typical builds and stuff. I think, you know, I don't know how much you like to replay these games and stuff like that, but I think you might find if you go through again that, yeah, like a hardcore two-handed weapon paladin or something would actually be like a difficult challenge to get through the game, and that would be pretty satisfying. Man, the range on that is so small at low levels. Might have to crank that up a bit more to start. But then again, these guys are so weak. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. See how I'm feeling the next level up. I guess this is like tower farming time. Let's try to find okay, here's a tower. Try to find a waypoint. Yeah, that's also where I think speed running this game has a lot of value too. Adding like challenge to how fast you can beat the game or whatever, even if you're not doing it for, you know, world records or whatever, because there's people who've been doing it for like 10 years straight. You're probably unlikely to compete with them. Yeah, they actually have like a Twitch Rivals thing going on today. I think it's over now. With some speed running. And it's one of the cool things is you can just like, you know, arbitrarily pick some kind of class or build or whatever, and then see how fast you can get through the game with it. The Twitch Rivals thing was really weird. They tried to split it up by like, you know, there's some pros with people who are not pros, but just like popular streamers or whatever. But it really looked like the teams just ended up being a whole bunch of pros all like on the same team together. Holy shit. So yeah, from the bit that I watched before I fired up the stream, it was just like these pros absolutely demolishing the competition. I was like, okay, well, pretty clear who wins this one, but alright. Oh, this is so painful. So one thing with this this build that I both like and hate is there's so many different things that you want, right? All these different like masteries and all that kind of stuff. You want to up corpse explosion for the range. Even amp damage, getting like a larger radius is really nice. Though I think, you know, as you get to higher levels, whether you respec or not, you can get away with fewer points in it because you're going to have all these like plus to necromancer skills. But yeah, early levels it's just like, man, you want so much. Whereas we got done playing the Amazon where you're basically leveling up like one skill and that's it, never changing between them. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, because eventually you end up with like, you know, you got this giant radius, you can hit everyone with amp damage. I think corpse explosion at like 20 can almost hit like everything on the screen. It's just absolutely bonkers. Uh-oh.
I need mana.
So good.
I need mana.
See, these things actually have health. Man, when you use it against like carvers or something, you're doing like no damage. But boy, that's actually not bad. Let me think. Guess we'll do that. We are playing hardcore. Should have rejuice available. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm tempted to just keep going on the summoning, actually. Another 2 damage. What did you get here? Yeah, this is like a percentage of damage. Doesn't really do shit. Attack rating's up. It's probably best to go harder on mastery for now. 2 damage doesn't seem like a lot, but it's actually not bad. It's also like a weird thing about broken items and stuff in the game. Like that poison will still apply to attack damage, and like if there's any modifiers on your equipment, even if your stuff's broken, it's still totally fine. You can have like broken belts and you still get extra potions here. Yeah, Countess might actually be like a little difficult here. Let's see. Ooh, lightning enchanted. We don't like that.
I need mana. I need mana.
Yeah, we don't actually have to farm for Tal F because we do have a stealth sitting in our. Really don't actually want that. Don't even want that. Yeah, we've got a stealth sitting in our stash, so it's not like it's necessary. But the experience here is really good anyway because there's just so many like rare mobs or whatever. We call them the boss mobs. Anything? Okay, not too bad. Yeah, it's like a weirdly active build if you want it to be. Okay. And we get some decent stuff here. 2 sockets? No, useless. Yeah, we'll check it. Useless. But maybe? Hey, +1 amp damage, +1 teeth, and some life. Also not the worst thing. And then we get some ruins, some money, okay. Run through, do that again.
Good day.
Let's see, it's decent. Sure. Do we have Tal around? It's actually like rare drops. But L. Yeah, Ral's the highest you're gonna get there. Probably gonna need one of this. It's always the worst is killing the first couple dudes just to get some skeletons. There we go. Alright, we'll just get our last one in here. So this ain't good. We'll take that. Faster hit recovery, always nice. What are we now? 8? Yeah, right. Oh, the room was going off one sec. Yikes. Oh, we're at least like kind of killing stuff now. Still a little like split on in these fights, you know. Whatever, these guys are just gonna run. Yeah, once we can finally take out these boss groups quickly, things should at least ramp up a bit. I'm sure these guys are not too bad, though. Okay. Still gonna go Vitality. This is one of the few builds where you could kind of argue for energy early, especially if you know you're going to respec. Yeah, I think we'll still go here, right? Still 3 Scallies. Yeah, alright. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I think we want to resummon that. Because, yeah, they're always created based off of your, like, current levels. So, anytime you level up, you gotta redo it. Stand here. Alright. We take these out. Sort of, maybe. Gotta love blown up ghost corpses. Should really swap those. I keep hitting the clay golem instead of corpse explosion. Of course, once I swap it, then I'll be doing it the other way around. We are killing stuff noticeably faster, though. There we go. Gotta kind of, yeah, take matters into your own hands and actually deal damage sometimes.
Good day.
Yeah, a lot of times you're going, I guess we'll repair this weapon. We sometimes tap people for poison damage. Yeah, a lot of times you're going to like 10 or 12 or something. Sure, can use the money. Get some stamina pots. I don't know if we'll go quite that long. Maybe just another level or two here. At least one more run, but I think because we're taking so much time with things, like it's gonna kind of be a slow grind whether we want it to be or not. We can probably leave earlier and just make up for the XP later. Ah, this guy keeps beating me to summons. There we go. Yeah, like generally, if you're playing something like a Jabazon, like a Hammerdin or whatever, you can kind of shoot stuff and run ahead at the same time, and that's where you're getting a lot of your you're just kind of normal leveling as you progress. But it's a little bit different with the summon Necro, because these guys, your summons are they're pretty brain dead. And even though we're pumping a lot of points into Vitality, every class actually gets like a different amount of health from your Vitality points. So because we're a Necromancer, we actually get less than like a Barbarian, a Paladin, an Amazon. I think it's only like 2 per point of Vitality, something like that. Whereas Amazon's 3 and like Barb is 5, I believe. So yeah, running ahead often means death. Yeah, it looks like that. It's another 2. I'm gonna increase the radius of that just a bit more. See if it makes much of a difference. Yeah, this is a really good build for anyone who's like new to Diablo, if you're kind of learning the game. It's almost impossible to like really screw it up, because it's not very item dependent, right? Your own armor and weapons and stuff like that really don't mean much. It's pretty much all about skill levels. So yeah, items with plus skills, great. If not, that's fine. Just level up and pump up what you can. Ooh. Yeah, when that works, it is just so good. 9 to life, we'll take it. Yeah, we're like 10.5. We'll probably get a decent chunk here. I think maybe we just move on after this then. Oh my god, that's just gonna destroy all of our guys. Great. As I said, very brain dead. Just gonna run back into the fire. Oh, this is. Come on, guys. Yes, you're very mana dependent, but we'll be able to make it up pretty good later. You'll see as well with. Like when we go back to our Amazon, one other thing that we've got going for us, we give our mercenary a rune word called Insight, which is going to give you like crazy amounts of mana regeneration. So it's another reason to like not put points into energy. It's pretty much like making it impossible or close to impossible to actually run out of mana while you're with your mercenaries. So again, if you put points in early and you're going to respec later, that's totally fine. But especially as you get into like Nightmare and Hell, it's just really not going to be worth having your points in there. And you can also, with this class and this build, it's going to make a lot of sense to have items, you know, amulets and whatnot that are just going to boost your energy as well. So you might be giving up like 10 or 15 life or something on some items just to have that kind of convenience, and that's fine. Alright, we just head straight up this way. Ooh, actually, a boss with lightning enchanted, never good.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Okay. Yeah, so not like horrible. We're actually still able to kill stuff. I think we'll beef up our skeleton mastery next level as well. At some point it'll make sense to go back to raise skeleton. Like, we will be getting more skeletons at some point through the ability. Right, like, if we up it one more level, we only have the 3. But I think if you up it like maybe 2 or 3 more, something like that, you're going to actually end up getting one more skeleton. And I don't remember where it caps out, but I think you're able to get like 6 or 8 or something like that before it drops off.
This place has the stench of demons about it.
But this golem, there's almost no point of putting, like we'll put the 1 point into golem mastery, but yeah, almost no point of actually beefing up the golem himself. Again, maybe like very late when you're looking to use some other points, it might be, but even then I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure you just want to... can we get a kill? Yeah, pretty sure you just want to keep it as like a 1-of. Yikes. Well, forget that. I'm curious to see at what point we really get this build like online, you know. Does that mean it's over here? I guess it does mean it's up. Yeah, I think back right means it's to the left here. Upright means it's up ahead. Must be. Because yeah, at some point once Corpse Explosion is able to hit tons of guys, and you have skeletons that are actually able to like give you your corpses, it really like snowballs to a point of ridiculousness actually. You know, like one corpse being put on the ground is enough for you to blow it up, so then because you blow it up you kill more stuff, which gives you more corpses, which is good for skeletons, everything like that. And of course, the later acts and difficulties, you're also, man, you're also just facing more enemies, which means more bodies that are more congested, all sorts of stuff. So as slow as this is for now, I think it's going to be really satisfying once it all kind of comes together and clicks. It's also just a more chill experience, which I kind of like. I'm undecided on whether I'm going to play this character offline as well, because you know, I like grinding with the Amazon offline, doing some farming and stuff like that, but this is just a really really chill character to move forward with. So I think what I might do, because it takes so long, so I don't have like 20 hours of VODs on this character before, you know, we're any good. I think I might just show like different progress points. So play some today, maybe the next time I'm back we're in like Act 3 or 4 or something like that. You know, once everything has kind of come together, and you can just sort of see the incremental progress that comes with it. But yeah, I'm just not sure I have the the patience to stream the entire playthrough, and like, well, honestly, there's just not that much to talk about half the time, because things are oh man, things are just progressing so slow, you know. Apparently those are not bodies that can blow up. It's unfortunate. Let's try to get a few here. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, and it's like we might be able to run through some of this stuff. But we've also, oh man, I think we actually just have to run through this. But like, we've also got a level to have any kind of, you know, hopes of surviving going forward as well. So it's where I kind of want to let them do some beat downs, try to actually get something from these elite groups. Now, if that's over there, that means the malice should be up this way. Maybe we... Oh no, these are minions too. Jeez. Yeah. Okay, didn't want to do that. Thank you. See, at least the golem is like a nice distraction at times like this. You can kind of resummon him back up ahead. That's where, you know, Iron Maiden comes into play later on, which I think, right, it's next level we get it? Yeah. And I think next level we actually will go ahead and snag it.
The slow torture of caged starvation.
It might even be better. I guess we'll see pretty soon here, but it might even be better than amplified damage for a little while. I'm not sure. Just because our guys don't really do that much damage, so it's like, if they're dealing damage to themselves, well, like the enemies are, then it's a bit of an upgrade.
I need a key.
Preserved head, is it any good? One to skeleton mastery. What do we actually want? 5 to life, 1 to amp damage. Yeah, let's go for the skeleton mastery. And then I guess resummon a couple of these bad boys. 5 to life isn't a big deal if we're just standing back most of the time anyway. So it feels like they're surviving a little bit better anyway. Now, something you'll see as well when we do get to higher difficulties, and yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think I will play this offline. So maybe when we come back, we could even be, you know, close to some higher difficulties. Jeez, I'm gonna go back and get some mana pots. But like the life and the damage and stuff here, I believe it's augmented by the difficulty level. So like they kind of get these. Oh right, I want to try this new trick. Apparently, yeah, you can just hold down enter and click. Very nice. So yeah, they kind of have these hidden buffs along with like the enemies that you're fighting, right? So just everything stronger in like Nightmare in Hell. So it might not really make sense sometimes why your minions are surviving or doing as much damage as they are or whatever, but yeah, their effectiveness will also scale as we get to tougher difficulties. Oh, just a trap. Okay, so actually we might as well take these out. Right, minion groups and bosses. Sure, I mentioned this before, but they give you way more experience. It's like 400% experience from the normal guys, I think, something like that. Maybe it's like 400 for a minion, 500 for a boss. Something along those lines anyway, so yeah, you'll notice a huge difference if take out any kind of boss group. Yeah, I feel like this last point in Skeleton Mastery made a difference. These guys, on the other hand, I think are just gonna wreck us. Like maybe we're okay if we can get a body over there. No. The only body there is our own skeleton.
I need mana. I need mana.
Maybe. It does go both ways. I mean, as we kill these things, right? They've got a lot of health, so their corpses explode for more damage. Oops. Come on. Alright. Yeah, let's go into Iron Maiden. I think we actually need another hotkey, do we not? ZXD F E? Yeah, E should be fine as well. This guy. Yeah, let's see how it actually does against normal enemies. But yeah, it's mostly just that. Wow, fire resist 20. Jesus. It's very good. Mostly just there for bosses. So, like, against Andariel, it's going to be, well, pretty much necessary to actually beat her. Forget those. Hey, what's up, Nolan? Welcome back. Checking out some Diablo. Where's the door here? So brutal. Yeah, I think I can never remember jail level 3, whether it's to the left or to the right that we want to go. But again, getting a bit more XP, I don't Don't really mind if we go the long way. Glad you caught this. Wanted to see what it looked like. Oh, nice. Well, yeah, I've got like tons of, well, a lot more up on YouTube. Because we did like a couple, well, played through the first 2 difficulties with an Amazon. But yeah, I think we'll be doing a lot more of this. Yeah, but you like live? No, I think a lot of people are like that. I don't think that's unusual. I'm the same too. Like, I'll watch VODs or I'll watch stuff on YouTube, but if I've got the option of watching live, then great. I more say that because I think the gameplay there is going to be more riveting than Summon Necro. I'm not sure how familiar you are with Diablo, but this is like the slowest, grindiest build in the game, at least early on. Click a video and next thing you know you're doing something else. Okay. Not familiar at all. Well, let me tell you, this game is amazing. Get the bodies. You know the style of game? Yeah, right, like the ARPG genre or whatever. I think everyone's played like some Path of Exile at some point at least. Oh god. I think we might just have to leave these. No, maybe, just maybe. Oh my god, see what I mean about this just being the slowest, grindiest build? Basically, we're doing nothing. We're trying to let our summons do everything. But everything we do, we have to kill something to get a corpse. So, like, you either kill something to get a corpse to summon something from it, or you kill something and then we explode it with this for a whole bunch of damage. Otherwise, we are useless. Oh, Minecraft Dungeons. Yeah, that was another recent ARPG. I actually heard it was like a decent game too. Man, I might actually have to pick that up one day. Yeah, I liked it more than you thought you would. I thought it was pretty crazy that they even made the game. It seemed kind of I don't know, off-brand for Minecraft or something, but alright, well, we're just gonna let all them die too. But yeah, the bits that I saw, it was kind of like the consensus reviews or whatever. Like, there's not a ton of depth to it, but, you know, for what it is, it's a fun game. So, yeah, probably not something you play a lot of, but play through, beat once kind of thing. And, you know, it's honestly not too bad. Alright, come on. Get these skeletons back so we're not completely useless. Okay. Oh, expansions added a good deal of content. That's interesting. I didn't know that they had expansions. I guess when I heard about it, it was around the time that it came out. Because I was kind of thinking, you know, maybe I'll pick it up, maybe not. I was in the mood for something kind of Diablo-y, but I don't know, for whatever reason I opted not to. Man, these spiders look so good in the remaster. Oh wow, so at least 3 expansions. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. I love when if you can find a game that you like that the developers continue to support, whether it's expansions or patches or whatever. Assuming it's not like money grab stuff or whatever, you know, it's actually like good content that they're adding to the expansions. It's pretty great. Oh, dead bodies.
I need money.
Hey, we actually tore through these guys. I don't know how that happened. 6. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a lot. Of course, if they're all like $20, that's probably a ripoff, but DLC is like even a weird term now, because DLC can almost just mean like free content updates. It can mean that, or it can mean, yeah, paying a ton of money for like cosmetics or some bullshit that you shouldn't have to pay money for. Oh, nice. See, once you get one body, it just spirals out of control, but if you can't get that first body, it's so miserable. Alright, we haven't even tried Iron Maiden yet. Let me do that. Triple checked, definitely 6, alright. Yeah, that's because it's not like that old of a game, is it? Maybe in the last like year or something. Alright, so this is Iron Maiden, so as they deal damage to our guys, they're gonna take damage. I guess it's not real noticeable on these super slow attack speeds. But we'll get to see it in action against Andariel. It looks like we'll hit one more level before then too, so maybe we'll actually have some decent summons. I think though, so what does this do? Some extra life? Yeah, I think we'll just put 1 point into Golem Mastery, because it is basically a one of. We should actually summon skeletons while we've got the skill shrine on. Yeah, it's kind of a 1-point wonder ability, but if our plan is to like Iron Maiden and repeatedly clay a golem, it's actually useful to get that extra 25% life. Oops. Good. You always need mana. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just get the Golem Mastery, re-summon our dude. Don't know if that went through twice. Keep saying you're leaving the chat room. I think that's... I only saw it the once, but... well, assuming you're talking about the last message, there's no duplicate messages, I'll say that. But I get that sometimes where it just connects, disconnects, connects, disconnects. I think Twitch is just not the most reliable website on the planet. That's kind of what I've come to. There's all kinds of weird things. Like I mentioned before, like my parents will like watch the stream a lot and stuff, and you know my dad's really interested in this whole kind of content creation stuff or whatever. And the first time he came to Twitch, he's just like, "This is the most garbage site. Like this is what people use. This is how. Like this is like the #1 live streaming site. This is trash." And I can't say that he's wrong. Yeah, it all really seems to be built off of like Justin TV foundations. I feel like they never did like a full rewrite or anything. Of course, I could be wrong. Alright, so we're going to be a little cautious here. Taking these guys out. But as soon as we, like the bodies here might be kind of nice. We can get a few skeletons, but you'll see how quick Andario... Oh shit, wrong button. You see how quick she just murders our guys. And so, that's where Iron Maiden is extremely useful. Luckily we can do this. Yeah, just keep doing that. Keep doing that. Yeah. See, it's nice. She just slowly kills herself and all is well.
To the hell that spawned you, Andario.
And that's not even like that bad of a room to fight a boss, right? Because there's actually like bodies around there. You can actually like resummon, but you know, once you get to Duriel, especially, there's there's no ads. There's I don't even know if you can go back up. I think once you go into his chamber, it's only you don't only like TP out if I'm not mistaken, so. I swear you looked down for 1 second. That wasn't that quick of a kill. Unfortunately, we're not that good, but yeah, it wasn't the most intense battle we've ever had. And I think I will just go right ahead and get a merc here. Oh, but all of these suck. That's unfortunate. I guess it's next. It must be Nightmare, where they actually get a Might Aura, which you really want for the extra damage. So I don't know if we want Blessed Aim for attack rating, or if we want Defiance for the defense. I'm going to go Defiance. Makes him a little tankier. Just find a video for your friend. These videos and podcasts you've been listening to for inspiration. Nice, like a sort of, one's talking about how you need to have main character energy. Interesting. Sorry, I spaced out for a sec. I want to buy a spear. That's why I'm here. Or some kind of trident. I don't know if he can actually use a scythe. What is he at? 44 dex? I think he can use a scythe. It's 800 blocks, if you can. Alright, it's fine. Any armor for him? It's kind of expensive, Jesus. Alright, man, we're splurging on you. I guess we could get him a helm, too. 1480. There you go, look at that. We're so nice. One of them... Oh, getting yourself in the mental space to deal with these wolves at the new job. I see, I see. Probably a good idea. One of them talked about how you're born with 2 innate fears. Fear of falling and fear of loud noises, and you can unlearn any other fears. I don't know, man. I feel like I was born with a fear of sharks that I will never unlearn, but hey, who knows? Hello, guy? I bought you all that stuff so you could kill things, please. Good man. Yeah, I do actually really like those sort of, I don't know what you call them, if like self-help is the right way, or like, I don't know, psychological views into people. Those kinds of videos or talks or whatever. There we go. So now we got Defiance on all this stuff, which is actually going to help. I would rather have some sort of damage buff, but okay, we'll take what we can get. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. When you said the main character thing, you gotta have that main character energy. I recently found a subreddit that I really like called, I think it's just called "I'm the Main Character," and it's a whole bunch of videos of people who are like really, I don't know, overly self-important. And, you know, oftentimes they'll, like, get upset with people in public or whatever because they're, you know, they're not doing what this person perceives as the right thing to do or what they want them to do or whatever. But usually it's just, like, so self-absorbed and clueless. Highly recommend. Because I know you're, you kind of like that same style of video. I also don't know if you guys can hear that humming in the background. There's my cat sleeping and snoring. Extremely loud. So this is the other entrance up. The sewers always have like a random spawn point, but they're like somewhat almost predetermined in their layout. A lot of times you have the second level down down this way, but because it wasn't, I guess maybe we should have known not to go that far up. Not a big deal though. Jeez, where do we have left to explore? Down this way, I guess. Oh yeah, it looks like it's like the complete opposite direction of where we went. It's unfortunate. It probably means it's like right here though. Just caught up and I'm at the subreddit thing? Okay, okay. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It'll be like, do we have any gloves? No. You know, it'll be like someone working out in the gym and filming themselves, and somebody else like walks in front of the camera and they get all pissed off that someone would dare walk in front of the camera at a public gym. It's like, what? Oh, I didn't realize all our skeletons were dead. The one you saw wasn't satirical though? Yeah, I figured it wasn't. It just prompted that in my head. And I was like, gotta mention it before I forget it. It's like how you need to focus on yourself, not worry about other people. Make sure we don't die real quick here. But don't worry about their opinions, whatnot. But yeah, let me follow this up, Reddit. Good. Yeah, and I think that's like especially true in the workplace as well. I don't know, at least from my experience. Like, I've had this talk with people before. It's weird when you like start a new job and you look at everyone and you go like, oh wow, like this guy really seems to know what he's doing over here, and this person does this, and you know, you have this like eternal optimism that like everyone's doing everything right, and you know, the reason why this person's struggling over here is because it's a really complicated problem. And then like 6 months, a year, whatever it is, into the job, you realize like this person's an idiot. That's why this person's struggling. Oh, this person only said that because they have, you know, no clue what they're talking about over here, or we just don't see eye to eye or whatever. And yeah, if you get too caught up in listening to other people, I think you kind of miss the truth of what's going on a lot of the time. Yeah, it is so true. And it's so like sad. Because yeah, I remember talking with one of my old co-workers He was actually my boss for a while. And he's like, yeah, I remember when I joined this company and I saw, you know, such and such a person working over here, and I got an opportunity to work with them. I thought, oh, cool, maybe, you know, I'll be like in line to kind of be in his spot one day, to kind of be in that position. And then, yeah, a year or two into it, he's like, why am I better at this guy's job than he is? Like, this is ridiculous, kind of thing. I think the Volge is better than the Scythe, yeah. Is this Radman? No. I think we might start going back to actually raise skeletons soon. See if we can actually get more of them. Hope to never have the opposite, where somebody finds out you're an imposter. Yeah, it's something I've always wondered about as well, with like, you know, having worked at one place for quite some time. But then by the time that I left, I was really curious, yeah, what are other people's thoughts? Are they like, you know, oh dang, we lost that guy, that's too bad? Or, you know, how many people are like, finally, that asshole's gone? Or, you know, that guy who had no idea what he's doing. Because you don't always, sometimes you do, but you don't always get to hear what people think of you at your job. I got to focus up a bit here. I don't know if this is a guy that, or no, even just with the amp damage, they're kind of wrecking. So that's like our effective summon DPS. That's actually better than I thought. I guess we'll take that too. Alright. Never let people into my personal life for personality unless you like them at work. Which is actually probably not a bad idea. Need to change that because you don't establish trust. I mean, there's some truth to that, but I think there's also a lot to be said about setting like proper boundaries, you know. They're co-workers, they're not necessarily your best friends. I think if you let people in a little too close, sometimes it like that amounts to problems as well. So yeah, alright, let's put this up until we can get a fourth skeleton. Yeah, definitely establishing trust is worth it, but I don't know. I've definitely had some experiences where it's like, oh, you know, I'm going to be very like friendly with this person, or, you know, you kind of consider yourselves friends outside of work. And then as things continue at work, it's like, oh, this is a big mistake. Definitely keep your boundaries. Give them windows on your values. Yeah, I think that's all you kind of want to do. They can relate and build rapport. And like, there are people that I've worked with, and even still I look at and like I really, really respect, and I wish the best for them and stuff. And sometimes I think it's kind of obvious when you connect like that with someone. Like there's even one of the guys I work with, very, very young guy, and I think he just like doesn't even realize how talented he is at what he does. And me and him were very different personality-wise, but just kind of getting that across, because I want to see this guy, succeed and that kind of thing. Yeah, we sort of broke down his barriers, got to know him on a personal level, just to be able to like, encourage him to fight for raises and, doing the kinds of things that he wants to do, because I don't think he would do that otherwise. Rather just do my job and keep the highs and buys, but I'll do better. Yeah, I don't know. I never was, and I never would want to be the type of person in the office who's like super social. That I never understood. It's like they go to all these company events, and it's like they seem to know everyone, even if they don't like work with them. We were programmers, but somehow they know all the salespeople and stuff. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how you can even be that social and to do your job. So I definitely feel that. I think I'm naturally inclined to be more introverted and silent about that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. And then it's weird because like we would have layoffs and stuff, and I mean that's like all we had. It never went in like a good direction. But eventually people like that would get laid off, and then you'd see all these people who are like so sad, and they're like, oh man, that person that I knew so well, they got laid off. And like, I get it. I get that you were like friends with that person or whatever, but it's like, let's be real, all they did was talk all the time. Like, they kind of gotta be the target for layoffs, right? You're not gonna keep someone just because they're friends with everyone. They still gotta do their job at the end of the day. I don't know, it was weird. But then you kind of had to keep that opinion to yourself, because everyone's like publicly sort of sad about the situation or whatever. But you got to be like, yeah, well, yeah, it sucks, blah blah blah. All I can think on the inside is like, yeah, that's the first guy I would pick. What are you talking about? Maybe we get another skeleton next level. Hopefully. What are we, 15 now? Jeez. Do we need anything at 18? Nothing there, nothing there. Right, life tap's an interesting one. Yeah, I don't think so. Like, we will get that summon resist, but I think we're just pumping up the abilities we've already gotten. I'm pretty sure the first, like, stashed item we've got for plus Necro skills is, like, required level 21 or something, so still a ways off from that. But yeah, this is kind of like, I was saying this is going to be fun once the build comes together. You're kind of starting to see it, I feel like. It's, these skeletons aren't dying every 2 seconds. We're not having to run from people. Crap. I really want to find the waypoint if we're going to go in there. Problem is the waypoint could be like out to here. We don't have any stamina pots, that's too bad. Yeah, cause we can, here we go. Just find the waypoint, shoot back through the TP. Now what level is stealth? 17? 17. And we need 20 strength. Okay. Try to remember to get 5 more strength. I think we always want to go to the left in here, if I'm not mistaken. Ah! See, they also did a thing that's really unfortunate. You used to be able to pick throw in the original version, if you're like a caster, like I don't want to attack anybody, right? That is not really the point of my character. Like with my wand, I mean. So yeah, you used to be able to pick throw, and it was kind of like PoE has like this move only action, so you can't like click on people and attack them, and that was kind of the equivalent of that. But they removed that, or whatever, introduced that change where you can't select it on the left click there. So sometimes I'll be like accidentally walking over and punching mobs that I really don't want to. Alright, so here's level 2 here. Alright, I guess we'll get some res. Same thing. Chest and the cube should be guaranteed to the left. Yeah, it is a little problematic. It's not like a huge deal, but you know, when you play hardcore, it's like sometimes little things like that could be the death of your character. So it'd be nice to not have it if I could choose. Oh right, cube's on level 3, I forgot. Ooh, charms, we like charms. Good. I mean, 2 strength is pretty useless, but while we've got the room, I'll keep it, I guess. Yes, I think we'll get that 4th skeleton, and then I think it's going to be corpse explosion that we invest in. Really, keep disconnecting and reconnecting? That's, that does sound quite frustrating. Yeah, I've had that on mobile before, but that's about it. Would the really OP mods really be able... mobs be able to be handled by your mobs? So, yeah, later on, I think we actually have an advantage. So I would say right now, we're kind of weak. Yeah, like it's a bit of a struggle to kill things. If you compare this to, like, you know, when we were playing as the Amazon or whatever, I think they just kind of like steamroll, or a lot of other classes. God, I don't know why that was so loud. But we actually get most of our damage from this corpse explosion anyway. So all you're kind of asking for from these guys is to tank damage and kill like 1 or 2 things, right? Because if they kill 1 or 2 things, then you can just continuously blow up corpses, which lets you blow up more corpses as more stuff dies, and etc, etc. So yeah, so they're not doing like tons of damage themselves, but it's not a thing where like later in the game these skeletons will just die or whatever. We'll be able to maintain them. They'll be okay. Like I was talking about it a bit earlier. This whole build. Shit. Where's the exit gonna be? Up here, maybe? Check over here. I think it might have to be. It's got to be in a corner somewhere. So unless it's like that corner, because I don't think it can be this direct shoot, offshoot, but no, this looks like a block too. That's a block. Shit, might actually be there. But yeah, it's one of the safer builds for hardcore. Let me check here. Just because they're so tanky and stuff. But I think if you don't supplement it with corpse explosion or bone spear, something in this poison and bone category, you know, that's gonna like deal a little bit more damage, then it's gonna be like so painfully slow. I really should have bought stamina potions. Oh well. Yeah, don't want to be finishing the game in 500 hours. Exactly. But everyone's kind of got a different style. Like, that's the other thing. This is a really slow build to get to the game, but like, if it's your first time playing Diablo, then whatever, that's fine. You probably want to explore the game. And, you know, speed doesn't really mean anything. But you know, I've played the game like 100 million billion times, and so it's like, when you've played that much, speed's kind of important. Otherwise, yeah, things get a little dull. Lame. Oops. Not giving New World a shot? I don't think so. I'm not much of an MMO guy. And even games like this that are like online compatible, I really like just offline solo play a lot of the time. Though once they introduce ladder for this, I do think it'd be fun if people in the community are interested to do some sort of a ladder climb for that. But yeah, generally MMOs aren't that appealing to me, and I saw a little bit of the game, and there wasn't anything that kind of changed my mind on it. So yeah, unless I see something different that sort of piques my interest, then probably avoid it. Yeah, I can't wait to get this corpse explosion bigger. Nice. Yeah, like I think I'll be doing this for a while. I know it's a divergence from my usual content. I think I lost more subscribers than I've gained since I started playing it. Probably people not too pleased that it's not Hearthstone content. But I'll be doing this. I'll be still playing classic Hearthstone, and then especially once they release Nax and all those other expansions, I'll be ramping up again. I actually think this next season I might go a little bit harder in Hearthstone as well. We'll see, but I'll probably talk about that in my next Hearthstone video as well. Other than that, I think the only other game on the horizon for me is what's it called? Elden Ring. Elden Ring is probably going to be so sick. I commend you for still pushing classic, because I know it's rough. Yeah, it's the game itself is, you know, still sometimes fun depending on like the deck and all that. But like, I don't know. I just enjoy that people are as interested as they are. Oh right, I gotta be 17 for that though. Lame. Whatever. We'll just go right back then. Yeah, the fact that they're interested in watching is what makes it so fun. So there's always like a back and forth, and people want me to play different decks and all that kind of stuff. I think that's why Nax is going to be so fun. There's always people in every expansion that, you know, they liked a certain deck or whatever it is. And so being able to like showcase that and have people's excitement for it, it's going to be yeah, it's going to be really cool. And there's some stuff I'm looking forward to playing there as well. Is there a TBA on Nax? I don't think so. I haven't heard of anything, so I'm assuming it's not for at least like another month or something. Yeah, exactly. Belcher and Undertaker are going to be in like every single deck. But yeah, that Elden Ring is it's from the same guys who do Dark Souls. And apparently it's like George R.R. Martin did like a lot of the lore for it. Seems kind of weird. But, oh my god, this is so painful. Just get out of the way so something can actually deal damage. Oh, this is atrocious. Yeah, the graphics do look really, really good. Yeah, I really, really like the Souls games. And so, like, kind of, yeah, a new IP with the same engine or whatever just sounds awesome. Nice. Yeah, I think that subreddit, it might be up your alley. I've only seen like a few things from there that make their way to the front page, but the ones that I have seen are pretty great. Oh my god, just die. This is awful. This has to be like the worst build for this. I mean, this place is awful no matter who you're playing as, but still. I just wonder if the girl taking a video in front of performers. Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of stuff that that is in there. Oh my god. What if I just summon him over there? There we go. Genius. There, and then we can kill everything else nice and fast. At least I know approximately where the next level's gonna be. Oh boy. I haven't seen whatever's on there today, but yeah, those kinds of things, yeah. I couldn't imagine being like a performer and having people doing stuff like that. Like, it would just, that would drive me absolutely up the wall. I like I'm not sure exactly what happens there, but I like the ones, I've seen a few, where people will like come up on stage and security will just like ruthlessly like grab them and throw them off. It's like, yeah, that is exactly what should happen. Reminds me of GTA and everyone's NPCs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in those cases, it's where security's at its best. Imagine going through life and pretending everyone's an NPC. I know, right? Like, I find that so weird. Like, what is like lacking in that person that they like? Is that a lack of empathy, or is it just like, I don't know? Is it something else? Some other weird perception of life that, yeah, you just don't care about other people? Sociopath 2.0. But it's so common, like, you see it a lot with, you know, social media posts and stuff, right? People, it's like more about, I don't know, showing off or gaining some sort of recognition or clout or something, as opposed to actually, like, doing the thing, you know? Like, if I go to Disneyland, it's not like I'm going to enjoy myself there as much as I want everyone to see that I'm enjoying myself there. Yeah, the whole main character thing, exactly. The phone is telling me to watch the football game, but it doesn't realize that I'm in the far oasis, or the maggot layer, which takes a fucking hour to get through. Chill, phone. Yeah, not enjoying life because you're recording it is such a weird concept. I don't get it. Like, I've never been that type of person. Like, even before social media was a thing, I didn't enjoy taking pictures on a vacation or anything like that, because, yeah, it feels like you're removing yourself from the experience. But, like, I do get that you kind of want to, like, document these, I don't know, important moments in your life or whatever, but I don't know, it's never been for me, even on, like, a small level. So now when it's like an even bigger thing with social media where you're kind of like rewarded for it on a larger level, it's just like even more bizarre to me. Yeah, the phone thinks it's the main character. Yeah, exactly. Oh, God. See, I'm getting too impatient now. This place is driving me so crazy. I just wanted to speed this out. Big mistake. Okay. Good recovery. We're fine. Yeah, I never look at the pictures either. Like, I just don't get the same amount of joy that other people do, I guess. Because, like, my mom is one of those kinds of people. She just enjoys taking pictures and stuff. And she's not, like, you know, some avid social media user or whatever. But, yeah, she actually, like, just enjoys the process of taking pictures and having them and looking at them and all that. But I don't know. I really don't get it. They enjoy showing it to others more so, I feel like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, because, yeah, it doesn't click with me. But it's not to say that, you know, it doesn't make any sense to take pictures or anything like that, because, I don't know. Clearly some people enjoy it, but I guess as long as you're doing it for yourself kind of thing, because you want to. But I definitely do understand, like, family pictures and like taking pictures as you're growing up, like showing old baby pictures to my girlfriend, or like seeing pictures of her growing up and stuff like that. That I actually really enjoy. It's the one time I think I really get it. Alright, we're just gonna quickly run back to town here. Yeah, and it's especially crazy to see, like, your parents when they're really young, or I mean, geez, even just yourself when you're young. You have, like, such a different mental image, I feel like, most of the time, as to how everything was and how it looked and stuff. Gotta roll out. Time's flying. Good luck on this. Yeah, thank you. I think I'm going to be wrapping it up after the maggot layer here, so I can watch some football anyway. both my fantasy teams need a lot of help today, so big game. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. Here we go. Yeah, hopefully I can just blow stuff up. I still don't want to kill that because I don't want to like get hit by the super poison, but this corpse explosion might set things off anyway. Oh god. Get it. Whew. Just before 17.
Hello.
Well, just so I don't forget, I'm going to move this stealth to our inventory. And I guess we'll load up on mana pots as well. Yeah, and then I think we'll just come back to the far oasis when we're done with that. So that's where we'll end it for today. For now, like I said, I think I'll probably play with this character more offline. We'll still see the Amazon's full playthrough, but just because this is so grindy, such a long amount of time, is probably a good class for me to play a bit with offline. So yeah, hopefully people don't mind seeing it, but I'm sure we'll stream a bunch more of it later. Hopefully be back tomorrow. Not sure if it'll be Hearthstone, Diablo combination, all that kind of thing. We'll just kind of wing it, but yeah, appreciate everyone watching on Twitch or YouTube. God, he looks so goofy in the remaster. Yeah, we'll see you in